Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Brayman. I would like to introduce you to the book, The Human Experience of Reality. Why are we never taught how we work? Where's the manual on how humans work and why they don't? Why do we do things we know are bad for us and not do things we know are good for us? Why is there so much hardship or emptiness and not more happiness in our lives? Why are our relationships so unsatisfying or downright painful? Why does interpreting everything in terms of supposedly scientific survival and reproduction not work in the real world? How do we fix things when how we are doing life is producing bad results? In the human experience of reality, we share a whole new paradigm that is actually the oldest paradigm of how we humans experience our existence. As we understand the reality of how we are wired more clearly, it becomes inherently obvious how to succeed and why we often don't. But our challenge is then to go from a superficial intellectual understanding to a deep and thorough operational reprogramming to experience the fulfillment that we are wired for. The basic blueprint of human design and experience is made up of 6 domains that are functions of the fundamental questions we ask in the process of being sentient beings. 4 of these domains make up who we are and function like the layers of an onion. Who is our core, our spirit or being? Why is our mind or intellect? How is our emotional nature or energy for action? What is our physical body and behaviors? The other 2 make up the environment or circumstances in which we exist. Where is the place, including other people? When is the time? The primary functional purpose for which we exist is to connect. Our primary connections are with each other in a horizontal sense and with a higher power or being or the universe in a vertical sense. Everything else is designed to support these primary functions, and only work properly when doing so. The result of successful living is that we fully enjoy and thrive in our existence. Success produces joy, happiness, fulfillment, acceptance and belonging, a deep sense of value, truly loving and being truly loved, physical enjoyment, and deep mental satisfaction. Pain and emptiness of all sorts are minimized. We perceive from outside to in, from the physical through the emotional, mental, to spiritual being or who. We express from inside to outside, spiritual being who, mental, emotional to physical behaviors and expression. Almost all the problems we experience that we have control over are the result of trying to operate backward to this design. Addictions, doing a physical thing like drugs to feel better emotionally, or relationally, at least for a little while. This is trying to make the physical control the emotional or mental or spiritual. We take our internal stuff and project it out onto the world or other people, instead of taking in information clearly for what it is. This is attempting to perceive backwards. Trust is what makes up functional connections between each other and enables all constructive human relationships and interactions. Value is the power that flows through the channels of trust, that brings life to everything that we do, in all domains. Understanding the details and the reality of how we work versus common fake versions is critical. There are many other parts and details, and the dynamics in operation are very important. But we have been saturated in paradigms and ways of trying to live that simply don't work. We are deeply programmed wrongly. We need to relearn how we actually work by processing how we experience life through all the primary domains of who we are, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and then practice it over and over, daily life, in the forward direction. If we take this journey, we will become skilled experts at living out the greatest existence we are capable of, that we are designed for. You should not think of this book like a regular book, but as the foundational work for a new, reality-based, functional paradigm of human existence. It is an overview of the pillars, framework, and basic dynamics of a much clearer understanding of the human experience of reality. The concepts are actually quite simple, but they are very deep. They've been right in front of our eyes our whole lives, but we have just not been able to focus clearly on many of them thus far or see the whole picture. Because it covers the whole scope of our experience, what might otherwise be books are chapters, and what might normally be laid out over the course of a chapter may be said in a paragraph. Expect to need to reread some things. This book is the foundational text for other books, courses, and all applications. Don't buy or read this book if you're looking for light and easy reading, or to just get a few tips for being momentarily happier. Engage with this work if you are ready to see our experience of reality for whatever it truly is, are willing to be transformed, and are intentionally choosing to fully succeed in doing human well. It is my privilege to share with you the missing manual on how we work and why we don't.